Welcome to LMU Community TV News. I'm Elizabeth Manning and thanks for joining us. Let's take a look at the stories we have for you today. A big change will happen on August 1st to a section of U.S. Highway 25E in Middlesboro. The speed limit from mile point 1.63 to mile point 3.14 will be reduced from 45 miles per hour to 35 miles per hour. The Kentucky Transportation Cabinet District 11 office reviewed the roadside developments and crash history, and they believe that this will be the best solution to alleviate the problems. With weather permitting, crews will begin to put up the new speed limit signs on August 1st. For more information about the change or any other changes in Kentucky, you can go to ky.ky.gov. The class of 2017 of the Physician's Assistant Program at Lincoln Memorial University, DeBuss College of Osteopathic Medicine will celebrate its commencement on Saturday, August 5th at 10 a.m. at the Tex Turner Arena on the LMU main campus in Harrogate, Tennessee. The physician's assistant profession is one of the fastest growing health professions in the country and has been repeatedly named by Forbes magazine as the best master's degree for jobs in the United States. A physician's assistant is educated in the medical model. PAs are nationally certified to work side by side with both osteopathic and allopathic physicians in every medical specialty. PAs are licensed to diagnose illness, prescribe medications, and assist in surgery. They conduct physical exams, order and interpret medical tests, and provide counseling on preventive health care. A PA has at least 6 years of education, a 4-year undergraduate degree, and the master's level physician's assistant degree. PA students complete more than 2,400 hours of clinical rotations prior to graduation. Now let's take a look at your community calendar of events coming up over the next couple of weeks. August 1st, the Bell County Animal Shelter is offering half-price adoption fees for any dog adopted from the Bell County Animal Shelter during the Dog Days of Summer adoption event. The $35 fee includes one vet visit, one set of shots, deworming, and spay and neuter surgery. The Bell County Extension Office is holding a DIY Mechanics 101 class on August 3rd at 10 a.m. The class will be located at the Bell County Bus Garage. The students will learn how to change their own tire and oil, as well as do a full vehicle inspection. For more information or to register, call 606-337-2376. Levitt Amp will hold their free concerts in Middlesboro on August 3rd through October 5th, every Thursday from 6:30 to 9 p.m. It's the third year in a row Middlesboro has won Levitt Amp Your City contest. The goal of the contest is to unite the community with music, using underused public areas to create a booming destination for locals and tourists alike. This week's performers will be 3DC, who will open up at 6:30, followed by headliner Eddie Cotton Jr., who will be on stage at 7:30 p.m. For more information on Cotton, you can visit www.eddiecottonjr.com. Rock Fork School Center will be holding their open house on August 3rd from 4 to 6 p.m. Students and parents will be able to meet the staff and pick up schedules and bus routes. There will be refreshments, inflatables, and local agency information. Middlesboro's third annual Wing Fling Festival will be August 5th from 2 to 6 p.m. in downtown Middlesboro on Cumberland Avenue. For more information, you can visit the Facebook page at www.facebook.com/wingflingmboro. Vet Serving Vets' second annual Freedom Run will be August 5th at the city parking lot in Middlesboro during the Wing Fling Festival. There will be music, door prizes, and vendors. Registration begins at 10 a.m. and the ride will begin at noon. The cost per rider is $10 and all the proceeds will benefit Vet Serving Vets. The Harrogate Book Station will hold a yard sale on August 5th starting at 8 a.m. at 310 Bristol Road. Any donations would be appreciated. All proceeds will go to the library. For more information, call 423-869-9777. Middlesboro Pizza Hut will be sponsoring Eat for Pete on August 7th from 5 to 8 p.m. The wait staff will be members of the Friends of the Bell County Animal Shelter, and all the proceeds and tips will go to the FOS Pet Food Program for dogs and cats. A flyer must be presented to the cashier when paying the bill. Indian Creek Baptist Church will hold their monthly singing on August 13th at 6 p.m. The singing will feature the Glory Road Boys. Everyone is welcome. That's a look at the LMU Community TV calendar, but stay with us as coming up after the break, Brandon Burke will let you know about high school football previews and more in sports here on LMU Community TV News.
What do we know about learning? It takes place beyond the pages of a book. We learn by exploring, by trying new things, by connecting, by sharing, We learn by taking chances and dreaming big. At Lincoln Memorial University, learning is beyond the books. It's everywhere.
Guess what? I have some news for you. There's free food right there, junk food. You see that truck? Oh, jeez. It's a 2 Michelin star chef. All for free, ladies and gentlemen. All for free.
Here we have a panzanella with summer vegetables and pesto. Enjoy. How we doing?
Fantastic. So what do you got going on underneath that plate there?
This food is really about to be thrown away.
Yeah. Bro?
Is there something wrong with this food? Where did you get it from?
From farmers markets. They put aside the ugly vegetables and the ugly fruits.
Carrot top, soft avocados. It was all food that was going to be discarded.
Even the drink you had is made from like a little bruised peach. Did it taste a little bruised?
Great. That was good.
The average person throws away 24 pounds of food a month.
That's a lot.
Isn't that a lot? Go visit savethefood.com for more information. Thank you. Junk food time!
I love taking care of my mom. It wasn't easy at first. She learned how to better communicate her needs.
And you learned how to not ignore yours.
I discovered how to make healthier meals.
And I discovered how much I enjoyed them.
Becoming a caregiver is a learning experience for everyone. Find articles, tips, and tools from experts and others who have been in your place. The Caregiving Resource Center at aarp.org/caregiving.
Welcome back. As LMU Community TV Sports continues our preseason coverage of the 2017 high school football season, a campaign that is only just less than 3 weeks away, it's time for another squad in the tri-state area to grab the spotlight ahead of the opening kickoff in August. On this Monday, the Cougars of Campbell County High School will be highlighted, a program that has enjoyed tremendous success in the past 4 seasons. Every fall since 2013, head coach Justin Price and company have blazed a winning path through the regular season en route to punching their ticket to the playoffs, a position the Cougars expect to be in yet again come November with high expectations in Jacksboro, Tennessee. In 2016, Campbell County raced out of the gates to steam past their competition, emerging victorious in their first 6 outings, already guaranteeing the Cougars a trip to the postseason. An impressive 48-14 road triumph over Gibbs would send Campbell County back home for the first time in 2016, where the Cougars held on in Jacksboro versus Knox Central for a 17-13 victory. Following 2 straight W's over highly regarded programs, the Cougars traveled to Lenore City, where the visitors laid a 41-3 beatdown over the Panthers. Grace Christian Knoxville would then step up to the plate in an attempt to knock down the Cougars to no avail in Jacksboro as Campbell County bested the Rams 34-20 at home. Another dominating homestand against Clinton for a 35-0 victory would precede yet another blowout W for the Cougars, this time on the road, a 57-7 triumph over Cott County for the 6th consecutive W on the campaign. In perhaps the most intense battle of the regular season, the Farragut Admirals headed to Jacksboro with all eyes on the Cougars, looking to win 7 in a row. However, the streak would come to an end at home as the Admirals squeaked out a 38-28 road victory. Nonetheless, Campbell County bounced back with consecutive blowouts at Bell County 49-16 and at home versus Karnes 54-16 before coming up short in the final meeting of the regular season 1 week later, a 28-0 defeat at the hands of the Oak Ridge Wildcats. Although getting shut out to conclude the regular season left the Cougars stumbling somewhat into the playoffs, Campbell County still held a supreme amount of confidence, posting an 8-2 overall record throughout 2016. That mark would not be enough, however, in the opening round of the postseason as the Cougars traveled to Ottawa, where they would find their 3rd and most crushing loss of the season at the hands of the Owls, 51-14. After coming up short in the 2nd round of the playoffs in 2013 and 2014, Campbell County has now been ousted in the very first meeting of the postseason in the past 2 seasons. In 2017, the Cougars will look to shake the disappointing memory of last season's late collapse by hosting the Chiefs of Cherokee on August the 18th. Campbell County will then head to David Crockett the following week before aiming for retribution on the first day of September, welcoming the Wildcats of Oak Ridge for an early season showdown. A road trip to Morristown East will await the Cougars 1 week before a short homestand against Gibbs and Powell as Campbell County then visits Karnes on October the 6th. The Fulton Falcons will be the final squad to head to Jacksboro the following Friday as the Cougars wrap up the 2017 regular season with back-to-back road battles against Clinton and West. The goal for Campbell County in 2017 will be to reach the playoffs for an astounding 5th consecutive season and perhaps put an end to the recent hole built in the opening 2 rounds of the postseason. The Tennessee Smokies have at last put an end to their losing ways over the weekend as an ugly 6-game losing slide was finally halted on the road in Jackson, the early stages of a 5-game series against the Generals. After coming up short in a grueling 5-game set at Jacksonville, where Tennessee fell victim to a 3-2 loss, their first defeat in a series since the Chattanooga Lookouts bested the Smokies 2 weeks earlier, Tennessee had some much-needed time to regroup ahead of a 5-game homestand versus the Biscuits of Montgomery. In the previous series against the Jumbo Shrimp, it would be a tug-of-war between the 2 Southern League foes, with neither squad gaining 2 consecutive victories. Back in Kodak, however, it was all one-sided from the first pitch of Game 1 and not in the hometown club's favor. A very close 4-3 defeat at the hands of the Biscuits in the opening contest last Tuesday would precede another 1-run loss the very next evening, this time by the score of 5-4. Montgomery would take a commanding 3-0 lead in the series just 24 hours later, getting the better of the Smokies 6-3. The Biscuits would continue their dominant performance in Tennessee in Game 4 on Friday, shutting out the Smokies 2-0, with the 4th inning providing all the scoring that was needed for Montgomery to grasp a 4-0 series advantage. After posting just 4 runs in 2 outings, Tennessee would limp to Game 5 on Saturday, where the hometown squad took yet another defeat by the score of 4-1. The Biscuits would bring home 2 runs in the opening inning and 2 more in the final period, while the Smokies' lone score of the evening would come in the 6th. Tennessee had suddenly come up on the losing end of their last 6 meetings, tying their mark from earlier on in the season, June 24th to be exact, for the most consecutive defeats in the 2017 campaign. It wouldn't look any better for the Smokies either, as just 1 day later, Tennessee was forced to hit the road again for a 5-game series in Jackson, facing off against the Generals. Although the Smokies couldn't amass a single victory at home over the Biscuits, the visitors' fortunes would finally turn around in Jackson as Tennessee grabbed a 4-2 W on the road, their first triumph since exactly 1 week prior on July the 23rd. The Smokies took the early advantage in the top of the 2nd inning with 2 scores and would hold on from there, not allowing the Generals to take the lead at any point throughout the afternoon. Both teams would trade runs back and forth over the course of the contest, but in the end, it would be the Smokies who tasted a much-needed victory and an early 1-0 lead in the 5-game set. The 6-game losing skid that Tennessee just escaped from proved to be crucial to the Smokies' Southern League North standings, as the same team that once stood atop the division before the 2017 All-Star break now stands tied with Jackson for the 3rd place spot in the list, recording an 18-18 overall record, 9 games back from the Lookouts of Chattanooga for the #1 position in the league. Tennessee and the Generals will meet up again on this Monday evening for Game 2 from Jackson to find out who will definitively hold that 3rd place spot in the divisional standings, with the opening pitch taking place at 7:05 p.m. Games 3 through 5 from Tuesday through Thursday will all have that approximate starting time of 7:05, and to see if the Smokies can further distance themselves from the rest of the Southern League North and get back on the winning track in Jackson, you can visit www.smokiesbaseball.com. The 2017 NASCAR Monster Energy Cup Series resumed on Sunday at the Pocono Raceway for the Overton's 400. 1 week removed from Casey Kane's victory in Indianapolis, which snapped a 102-race winless streak for that driver, that trend would continue at Pocono as another racer snapped a long winless streak for his first win in 2017, he being Kyle Busch, as the number 18 vehicle crossed that checkered flag first as the victor, putting to bed a 36-race winless slide, the longest of Busch's career and the driver's very first triumph at Pocono. Trailing behind the number 18 car in the final standings would be Kevin Harvick, Martin Truex Jr., Denny Hamlin, and Brad Keselowski to round out the top 5, while Clint Bowyer, Daniel Suarez, Eric Jones, Matt Kenseth, and Chase Elliott conclude that top 10 at Pocono. The chase for the Cup standings now see Martin Truex Jr. as the leader, followed by Jimmy Johnson, Kyle Larson, Brad Keselowski, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr., following Kyle Busch's historic victory. The 2017 Monster Energy Cup Series will continue next Sunday, August the 6th, for the I Love New York 355 at the Glen, taking place at the Watkins Glen International in New York. And that is all for sports over the weekend, but stay tuned as more LMU Community TV news is coming up right after this.
So we were walking to school. I started thinking about lunch. Mom got me turkey and cheese.
She's
I really want
smart.
cheese pizza.
Sometimes her mind wanders.
We should have a sleepover.
I remember saying, Laura?
I think I heard Mom say something.
The sign says don't walk.
Sometimes it's so overwhelming.
I really hope she doesn't have
I really
another
hope
bad
we
day.
don't have another bad day at school today.
When you can see learning and attention issues from their side, you can be on their side. Go to understood.org, a free online resource with support and tools to help your child thrive.
Here we go. We're gonna go out there in the rain. We're gonna get wet. All right, here we go. Okay, quick. Oh yeah, yes. So much fun. Mwah. We're getting so wet.
Thanks for watching LMU Community TV News. I'm Elizabeth Manning, and have a great evening.